talk to you today about life skills that we can learn through board games. And the skill I'd like to talk to you about today is patience. So, how do board games teach patience? How do they encourage you to be a more patient person? Well, when we play, we are focusing our attention on others and on the game. We're waiting for our turn some of the time. Most games, in fact, require you to wait for your turn. We're working through roadblocks towards a long-term goal. So what's the outcome of this game going to be? So we might need to be patient and take a bit of time to figure out what's actually going on and how we're going to do that. And if we keep playing, we keep practicing the skill of patience, we're honing the skills, we can becoming a better player, but also we can take this skill of patience out into the wider world. So if we're patient out in the real world, that might mean that we're not so frustrated if we're waiting at a red traffic light, or if somebody's a bit slow in the queue before you at the supermarket. So going back to the board games again, we can start this with children when they're very, very young. Think of snakes and ladders. You roll the dice, you count the spots, and then you can move your piece up or down the board as it goes. But once you've had your go, you have to wait for all the other players to have a go before you can have a go again. So it might become frustrating if you can see other people overtaking you. You might become complacent because you think, yes, I'm doing really, really well, and everybody else is behind. But if we're being really patient and we're focused and we're engaged, then whatever game we're playing, if we're playing a more structured game, a game that requires more strategy, more thinking, more logic, then we can use the time to think about what we're doing next. And sometimes people do take a little bit of time to think about what they want to do on their turn because there's a lot riding on it for them in terms of the game. So we need to be a bit patient when we're thinking about taking turns, playing games, but it is a skill that we can take out and use in real life. Thank you very much for listening. I've been Katie from Games Explorers.